Archaeologists are currently exploring an acropolis in Cumae, Italy, an ancient Greek colony. While the remains of the elite are typically found in sealed tombs, a team of experts discovered a remarkable mural inside one such vault. This 2,000-year-old mural provides valuable insights into the forgotten history of the city. Italy has long been a melting pot of various cultures, beginning with the arrival of the Phoenicians in the 10th century BC. While Roman history dominates school textbooks, many civilizations have left their marks on this region. In the 8th century BC, the ancient Greeks faced threats in their homeland and expanded to colonize and trade with other lands. Greek settlements emerged in Sicily and the Italian peninsula. Over time, the growing power of Rome absorbed these Greek colonies, but Grecian culture flourished in Italy for centuries. Today, Greek ruins can still be found among the ancient temples and amphitheaters of Rome. The first Greek settlers arrived on the coast of what is now Campania, about 15 miles from modern-day Naples. Prior to their arrival, Bronze Age and Iron Age dwellings existed in the area. The Greek colonists chose a fertile patch of land between the ocean and established the colony of Cumae around 750 BC. These settlers were not the first inhabitants, but they became the first Greek settlement on Italy's mainland. As the Greeks continued to explore and trade by sea, they adapted well to colonial life. The city grew economically and politically, expanding its reach into neighboring territories. Cumae thrived and sent settlers to found new colonies in Sicily and Greece. Through the centuries, Cumae's influence extended along the Campania coast, with Greek culture firmly taking hold on the Italian mainland. The Etruscans, who lived in Tuscany, were among the enemies of Cumae, and the two civilizations often clashed. However, Cumae emerged victorious. In 421 BC, the Oscans of Campania conquered the city, leading to the decline of its Greek culture. Eventually, Cumae fell under Roman rule in 338 BC and became a quiet backwater on the fringes of the empire. From the 1st century BC, Cumae experienced a revival. The region became a popular retreat for wealthy Romans seeking a coastal getaway. The city grew impressively, nearly twice the size of neighboring Pompeii. While Pompeii met a tragic fate with the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, Cumae miraculously escaped unharmed, receiving only a sprinkle of ash, despite its proximity to the volcano. Ancient Cumae was divided into two parts, the fortified Acropolis and the lower sections along the coast. Over the years, the city's various occupants left their marks, resulting in the construction of temples, a stadium, baths, and an aqueduct. For 450 years, Cumae enjoyed relative peace until the Gothic Wars in 535 brought new conflicts to the region. In 1205, Cumae was destroyed, but it was never completely forgotten. Artists and archaeologists have visited the ruins over the years, and excavations began as early as the 17th century, unearthing remarkable treasures. In 1738, the ruins of Herculaneum, a town destroyed in the Vesuvian eruption, were discovered during construction works. This led to the uncovering of Pompeii's remains 10 years later. Unfortunately, Cumae was abandoned once again, making it vulnerable to looting. In 1852, official excavations commenced, uncovering fascinating sites such as the Masseria del Gigante amphitheater, necropoles beneath the city, the Temple of Apollo, the Temple of Jupiter, an ancient military tunnel called the Crypta Romana, and the Cave of the Sibyl, a grotto carved into the rocks. Despite the constant threat of looting, archaeologists persevered with their excavations throughout the 19th and 20th centuries. These efforts shed light on the rich history of Cumae and its significant contributions to the cultural heritage of Italy. The intricate mural found within the vault adds another layer to the city's forgotten past, providing valuable insights into its ancient civilization. In the region of Cumae, Italy, an ancient Greek colony, a famous Sibyl once resided and made her prophecies. The Sibyl of Cumae was renowned among the oracles of ancient times, believed to be one of the most well-known. She wrote her prophecies on leaves and left them at the entrance of her cave. This sibyl was associated with the underworld and possibly used nearby tunnels to recreate the river Styx. In the early 21st century, a team of French researchers led by Collège de France's Francis Jean-Pierre Braun and Priscilla Munzi from the French National Center for Scientific Research arrived in Cumae. They began excavating the site of an ancient necropolis within the city. This necropolis was once part of a developed area with roads and a Greek sanctuary. As the archaeologists delved deeper, they unearthed relics from the intriguing past of the region. Among the discoveries were hundreds of tombs cut into the rock beneath the city. These tombs included vaulted spaces that served as burial chambers, made from a local volcanic rock called tuff. These chambers consisted of 3 tombs within a single space. Interestingly, the entrance doors were sealed with a large rock, allowing easy access to the interior. Unfortunately, these tombs had fallen victim to looting during the 19th century. Nevertheless, the archaeologists managed to recover human remains and funerary goods, providing insights into the tomb's use around the 2nd century BC. The evidence suggested that the tomb's inhabitants were likely high-ranking members of Roman society, even though Cumae was no longer a Greek colony during that time. The tombs discovered in the Cumae Acropolis were typically adorned with white or red paint. However, in June 2018, the team made a unique discovery, a chamber adorned with an incredibly detailed mural. Despite its age, the subjects depicted in the mural were still discernible. Previous examples of funerary decoration had been found at the site, but this mural was particularly elaborate. According to Munzi, a tomb excavated a few years prior had funeral boxes painted to imitate marble. However, the tomb excavated in June featured figurative scenes. The mural covered the sides and entrance wall of the tomb, depicting a naked servant holding a jug and a vase made of silver. On the other side of the door, various vessels, including a cithara, an amphora, and a table were depicted. A crater vase, complete with a stand, was also painted. These elements indicated that the scene portrayed a banquet. Initially, figures of guests were likely painted along the tomb's side walls, but only traces of landscapes remained. The presence of a mural in the tomb was evidence that its occupants belonged to Cumae's elite, and the high quality and vibrant colors of the mural reinforced this notion. The tomb appeared to have 3 separate beds, suggesting that there may have been 3 high-ranking Romans buried there. Further research is needed to confirm the exact number of people buried in the tomb. The media coverage of the mural has focused on its content and the somewhat scandalous nature of its subject matter. However, nudity was more normalized during Roman times, and artwork with sexual themes was not uncommon among high-ranking members of society. Artifacts found in other ancient Roman cities, such as Herculaneum and Pompeii, have also revealed explicit artwork. The mural from Cumae may have been seen as unfashionable due to its depiction of a style that was popular 2 centuries earlier. The banquet motif was widespread in older tombs, but this tomb from the 2nd century BC in Campania was the first to document this motif. The mural was likely an early addition to the tomb, indicating that at least one burial had taken place before the artist created the artwork. Presently, the archaeologists have removed the mural from the site to preserve it. They have painstakingly reassembled the mural piece by piece, along with other fragments found in the tomb. Ongoing research is being conducted to unravel the full story behind the mural. The public will have to wait for further updates on this fascinating discovery. Subscribe for more.